Welcome to Psychology of Humans. Today we're exploring the work of Erik Erikson, the psychologist who mapped out how human identity forms across an entire lifetime. Unlike Freud, who focused on early childhood, Erikson believed that psychological development continues from birth to old age, and each stage of life presents a crisis, a challenge that shapes who we become. If you've ever wondered why some adults have confidence while others struggle with doubt, why some people build real intimacy while others avoid it, why some individuals thrive in later life while others collapse into bitterness, Erikson's theory explains it all. Let's break it down, stage by stage, and see how these life challenges shape your behavior, your relationships, and your sense of self. Section 1. The Foundation. Identity is built, not discovered. Erikson believed identity isn't something you find. It's something you gradually construct through the choices you make and the conflicts you navigate. Each stage has a central psychological conflict. Resolve it well, you grow stronger. Resolve it poorly, you carry psychological residue into the next stage. Most adults are carrying unresolved conflicts from childhood, and they affect everything from self-esteem to relationships to emotional regulation. Section 2. The 8 stages explained. Stage 1. Trust versus mistrust. Infancy. This stage shapes your core belief about the world. Is the world safe? If caregivers are responsive, trust forms. If inconsistent or neglectful, mistrust takes root. Adults who struggle with intimacy, anxiety, or fear of abandonment often carry wounds from this stage. Stage 2. Autonomy versus shame. Toddlerhood. This is where independence begins. If a child is encouraged, they develop autonomy. If criticized or over-controlled, shame develops. Adults stuck here fear mistakes, struggle with self-confidence, and often rely too heavily on others. Stage 3. Initiative versus guilt. Early childhood. This is the stage of curiosity, exploration, and imagination. Healthy resolution. You feel capable of taking action. Poor resolution. Guilt becomes a barrier to trying new things. Adults who hesitate, overthink, or feel guilty simply for having needs often carry this unresolved stage. Stage 4. Industry versus inferiority. School age. Here, competence and capability develop. Encouragement gives confidence. Criticism or comparison gives inferiority. Adults stuck here feel not good enough, chase validation, or underperform despite potential. Stage 5. Identity versus role confusion. Adolescence. Perhaps Erikson's most famous stage. This is where people define values, beliefs, identity, direction. Failure leads to confusion, drifting, and emotional instability. Many adults never fully completed this stage, and it shows. Stage 6. Intimacy versus isolation. Young adulthood. Healthy identity, genuine intimacy becomes possible. If identity is weak, isolation wins. This explains why so many adults fear vulnerability or sabotage relationships. Stage 7. Generativity versus stagnation. Midlife. This is about purpose, creating, contributing, and shaping the future. If resolved well, gives meaning. If unresolved, gives stagnation, boredom, and the classic midlife crisis. Stage 8. Integrity versus despair. Old age at the end of life. People reflect, did I live well? Integrity leads to peace. Despair leads to regret and bitterness. Erikson believed this final stage defines how people face mortality. Section 3. How this explains modern psychological patterns. Erikson's framework makes human behavior far more predictable. People who fear intimacy usually have unresolved trust issues. Overthinkers often carry guilt from stage 3. People who sabotage success may be stuck in inferiority from stage 4. Adults who drift without direction often never resolved stage 5. Chronic loneliness often ties to stage 6. People feeling empty during midlife struggle with stage 7. Erikson didn't pathologize these struggles, he normalized them. He said, you can revisit and repair any stage, at any time. Section 4. How to apply Erikson's theory to your life. 1. Identify which stage is unresolved. Ask yourself, which of these conflicts still influences me today? 2. Rebuild from the foundation. Trust, autonomy, identity, intimacy. You're allowed to strengthen any of these at any age. 3. Accept that identity is a lifelong process. You don't have to have it all figured out. Identity evolves, and that's normal. 4. Create meaning intentionally. Generativity isn't about career success. It's about contribution, big or small. 5. Aim for integrity. Live in a way your future self will respect. Section 5. Final thoughts. Erik Erikson's work reminds us that psychological growth never truly ends. Each stage of life brings new challenges and new chances to evolve. You are not defined by your past. You are defined by what you choose to repair, strengthen, and grow today. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.